All right, guys, it has been a bit of an interesting week. You might notice a little bit of a change of scenery. That's because we are at the home garage. We've had a handful of things that have been taking up my time, and mainly I wanted to just kind of give you an update because I used to do 2 videos a week. I've been down to 1 a week, and unless I'm super busy where I don't have enough time. But I had a video ready for you guys today, but wouldn't you know it, my laptop kind of, well, is not working right now. So I bought this guy a couple of years ago, and apparently there's something wrong with the charging circuitry. Like I got 2 or 3 chargers for it, and the battery just will not accept a charge and it won't run off a power supply. So I started editing last night, Saturday night, and when I opened the computer, it had like 60% battery life. So of course that didn't last, but maybe 20 minutes, enough time to get my footage imported, open up Premiere, and actually start laying out a few clips, but then basically it just died. So in the meantime, I had another charger at work that I thought was gonna do the job. So we hopped in the wife's car. We actually just picked this one up. It's a 2008 model year. Anyway, we just picked this guy up, and this was Saturday night. Last night we went to go for a date night, and then was going to go to the shop to actually get my other charger, which I thought was good. And then we saw a big old massive puddle on the ground underneath. I've since cleaned it up here in the home garage, but had a coolant leak on it. So I was like, oh dang it, this sucks, because we just sold the wife's old car, and all I had was the truck and the AT4 we get sitting outside. Not that that's a big deal, but just during the week I kind of got to have 2 cars. So I was like panicking, trying to figure out what to do. I already had ordered a thermostat housing and a handful of other parts. Luckily, the coolant leak on this one was not a big deal. I'll show you that right now. There was this little T that sits right on top of the throttle body, and it's got a little cap on it for bleeding. And it's just like a 3/8 barb, and there's 2 hoses that connect together. So this is made from plastic, and a lot of cars of this era, BMWs, Land Rovers, Mercedes, a lot of them use plastic fittings in the cooling system. And I know GM does it, and a handful of other companies, which is the stupidest idea, putting plastic in a cooling system, because it gets hot, it gets old, and it gets brittle, and this is what happens when it fails. So ultimately, I am going to be replacing every last hose that is on this thing. See if we can get her opened up here. This is the one that was leaking right there. So I just went down to Lowe's. I got a brass barb, fixed that guy up, and then kind of did an overall leak check, bled the coolant system, and then that should get us by for now. But I still do plan on replacing everything, because again, it's made from plastic, and this stuff can kind of fail and leave you stranded. So we're going to put literally every cooling hose in this system that has a plastic junction in it is going to get replaced. So that's just kind of what's been going on in my life right here. And then the laptop. So after we switched cars, we left the Range Rover here, Land Rover, not Range Rover. Left the Land Rover here last night, hopped on the AT4, we went on our date night, and I went to the shop this morning to grab my charger, and of course that didn't fix the laptop. The laptop still does not work, and so I'm like, shoot, I don't know what to do for video today, because all my footage is on there and I have no way to edit it. Any of my other computers aren't powerful enough to run Premiere. So yeah, that's where we're at right now, guys. I have an appointment with the Apple store, that's another thing that drives me nuts, is these stupid appointment things. Because I walked in and I just wanted to drop it off and say, here, I know the charging something circuitry on the inside isn't working. Could you take a look at it? And they won't even accept it. I have to make an appointment, and they didn't have one until tomorrow. So Monday night after work, I'm going to the Apple store to drop off my laptop, and it'll probably be another couple of days before I see it back. And as soon as I do get it, I'll get the edit done so you guys can see what went on at the shop last week, which we had a lot of cool stuff going on. I actually have a new project truck that was, well, I'm not gonna say anymore, but we have a new project truck, which I think you guys are really, really gonna like. We had some more work done on the drag truck chassis. And then finally, as you can see, I have a big empty spot over here, and this is normally where the ugly truck will sit when it's not being worked on, which is lately been all the time, because buying a shop basically takes up all my time. So anyway, that's my long and drawn out story / excuse of why I don't have an upload for you guys today. But thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I don't know when my next one will be. I'll try to get it done by Thursday, because I used to do Thursday and Sunday uploads, but life is hectic right now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Come back soon and have a good one.